Okay, if you're a dog owner, you know this feeling. The doorbell is about to ring and you get that mix of excitement and, well, dread, right? You're just bracing for the jumpathon. It's an incredibly common problem, but the best news is it is absolutely fixable. Yeah, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? A familiar mix of excitement and anxiety. That sound, that moment, it's a scene playing out in living rooms all over the country. And if you're nodding along right now, trust me, you're in very good company. And look at this, we're talking nearly half. 45.5% of American households with a dog are dealing with this exact same thing. So let's just drop any of that, oh, I have a bad dog feeling right now. This isn't about that. It's about finding a solution, and believe me, there's a really clear path forward. All right, so here's our game plan. This is the blueprint. First, we're going to dig into why our dogs are doing this in the first place. Then, we'll talk about the positive approach, the stuff that actually works. After that, it's all action. Teaching a new way to say hi, setting up your space for success, getting your guests to play along, and finally, the secret sauce, consistency. Okay, first things first, we have to get inside our dog's head. I mean, to really change a behavior, you've got to understand the why behind it, right? What are they trying to tell us? So let's just blow up the biggest myth right now. You've probably heard it. Oh, he's trying to be dominant. He's being the alpha. Nope, that's not what's happening. The truth, it's way, way simpler. It's an excited greeting. Think about it. Puppies jump on their moms to say hi. It's hardwired. And it's a massive attention getter. Even yelling down or pushing them off, well, that's attention. And it just reinforces the whole thing. So, if jumping isn't some big power play, then punishing it just doesn't make any sense, does it? That's why our whole approach here is going to be positive. This is not about creating fear. It's all about building trust. And the main tool in our toolbox is something called positive reinforcement. It sounds fancy, but it's super simple. You just reward the good stuff, the behaviors you actually want to see. The more you reward it, the more your dog is going to choose to do it. We're not focusing on the no, we're focusing on a big, enthusiastic yes. And this is exactly why all that old school stuff just doesn't work. I mean, kneeing your dog or pushing them away, that can just make them scared or anxious around new people, which is the exact opposite of what we want. Plus, yelling is still a form of attention. But the biggest reason it fails? It doesn't tell your dog what they should do instead. It just leaves them confused. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. This is where we start building. We're going to stop focusing on the no jump, and instead we're going to give our dog a really clear yes, a totally new job to do when someone comes to the door. Okay, ready? Here's how we do it. Step 1, pick a default behavior. Sit is a great one, or just the simple rule of 4 on the floor. Step 2, get the good stuff. I'm talking high-value treats like little bits of hot dog or chicken. Now you need a helper. Have a friend or family member ring the bell. As you open the door, ask for a sit. The instant the butt hits the floor, reward. But what if they jump? This is key. Your guest immediately and silently turns their back. They become a statue. No talking, no touching, totally boring. The moment all 4 paws are back on the ground, they turn back around and give praise or a treat. The lesson becomes crystal clear. Jumping makes people go away, but 4 on the floor brings all the fun back. Now, training is awesome, but it's only half the battle. The other half is what we call management. And all that means is setting your dog up for success. We want to make it as easy as possible for them to get it right and almost impossible for them to practice that old jumpy habit. So what's in your management toolkit? 3 simple things. 1, the leash. Just keeping your dog on a leash when guests first arrive gives you so much more control. 2, gates and crates. Having a big party, a baby gate, or a comfy crate with a yummy chew toy is a total game changer. And 3, burn off that energy. A tired dog is a calm dog. A long walk or a good game of fetch before people come over works wonders. Okay, we're coming to a step that is so often overlooked, but honestly, it could be the most important piece of this whole puzzle. You can be the best trainer in the world, but if your guests aren't on board, you're just spinning your wheels. They have to be on your team. And that leads to the big question, right? What do you do about your uncle or your friend who comes in and says, "Oh, I don't mind. Come here, you," and basically encourages the whole jumping fiasco? It can undo all your hard work in like 5 seconds flat. So how do you handle it? Well, you get ahead of it. You make it super, super easy for them to help you out. In fact, here is your secret weapon. Boom, here it is. A simple little text you can copy, paste, and shoot over to your guests before they even leave their house. It's friendly, it's clear, and it gives them 2 super easy steps to follow. And just like that, they go from being part of the problem to being your best training assistant.
And that brings us home to the final piece of this whole thing, the one thing that ties it all together: consistency. Seriously, without this, nothing else we've talked about is going to stick for the long haul.
So what does consistency look like in the real world? Well, it means avoiding these common pitfalls. Number 1, mixed signals. If you enforce the no jumping rule, but your partner lets it slide, your dog is just going to be confused. Number 2, accidentally rewarding them. Remember, even pushing them off while saying down is still attention. And finally, don't get discouraged. This stuff takes time. You're changing a habit. Celebrate the small wins along the way. So here's the mantra. Every person, every time. No exceptions. Your spouse, your kids, the delivery driver, your best friend, everyone has to follow the same rule. That total clarity is what's going to make this click for your dog so much faster. And when you think about it, this whole thing is so much bigger than just stopping a bad habit. It's really about building a better relationship with your dog. You're learning to communicate clearly, you're setting respectful boundaries, and that just makes your life together so much more harmonious. So are you ready to trade in those chaotic arrivals for some peaceful welcomes? Because you really can do this. Now that you understand the why and you have the how, you can turn that doorbell dread into something you actually look forward to. You've got the blueprint. Now go build a better welcome.